This is going to be rather lengthy, but please listen to the entire thing. It's extremely important to me, and I hope that whoever listens to this needed to. At the very least, it'll tell you more about me that you may not have known, but you probably did anyway, because I've always worn my emotions on my sleeve no matter how much I pretended not to. There is something that took me decades to learn. When the world is cruel to you, evil, or spiteful to you, do not return the same in kind. Why? Because if you do, you're no better than the world, and it has you beat both in number and experience. Rather, when people speak of breaking the cycle, how do they do it? They may make mistakes and lash out, and frankly, who can blame them? Without a strong moral guideline or light, you may not even know what virtue is, let alone why it's so valued. Making mistakes, even terrible ones in moments of distress or peril, is human. It's not right, and it's not justified, of course, but it's human. Nor should you turn that darkness inward and become jaded and cynical. That just makes you unlikable in a different way. And even if you do make friends or relationships, they're often superficial, and almost always abusive. So in a way, you feel that you deserve to be alone because you brought it on yourself. And no, having people tell you it's not true will not change that. You eventually have to pass through it and hope that those around you are willing to forgive you and give you a chance to do better. I'm going to be honest, I was like that for years, probably even a decade or more. I was a dark person, twisted and corrupted by what happened to me in the past. I never got better or happier. In fact, it just festered in me and made those who attacked me earlier correct in my mind. So, what am I trying to do to break the chain? Therapy. But not just therapy that I'm directly going through now, but listening to those who went through similar experiences, that I wasn't alone, that the world wasn't only dark to me, but to so many more. And the thing is, blaming the world for this is not a true criticism. It could be parents, family, friends, or even those in authority over you making you feel hopeless mentally and emotionally. It could be insecurity, or people out of their depth not realizing the damage they're doing to other people and stifling their hopes and dreams. It could be the pain they've taken, putting it on others so that they aren't the only ones miserable. It could be a traumatic experience that they kept to themselves so that they've never healed. Sadder than that, said people being stifled put themselves in similar situations because it's all they've ever seen. In a twisted way, that is their normal, and until they find a way through, they sit there in perpetual pain. They're gaslighted into thinking that they're the only ones in the wrong, and those hurting us are the ones who are right. After all, so many people felt that way about me, and said it to be true. How could they be wrong? I must be the one in the wrong somehow. So how do people get through to break their cycle? What I'm trying is kindness. I'm taking the evil that I face and I'm telling myself, and those that I try to help, that I want them to feel as little pain as possible, even though I'm not infantile or arrogant enough to believe or assume that it'll go away. By walking through the pain, we can appreciate the good times in between more. I try to be a good role model, and that I want people to be able to look up to me, and that by me being there, their lives are a little bit brighter. I try to encourage those who are around me, because I generally want them to succeed with me in their corner. I want people to like me not because of my intelligence, but I want people to like me because I'm a good person, because of my character, And it is my character and my virtues that should attract people near to me, because, in my opinion, that's what one's character should be. We should be a guiding light to others, and by my past pain and darkness, I can reach out to others who have also experienced misery. I can be an example of someone who can come out the other side, damaged and bruised, but better. And that's how I want to leave everyone who ever meets me, better. Now, again, I'm not arrogant enough to think that their lives will magically be more successful or emotionally sound, but maybe just a little bit better. And frankly, that's good enough for me.